Welcome back to another Power Ranking NHL. It's Monday. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to another special edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is your coach, Coach Frenchy, back in the house for another special Power Ranking NHL. And we have, again, this week, a new team, number one in NHL this week. So I can't wait to let you know at the end. You have to watch all the way to the end to see who they are. But let's start with number 31. It's the Buffalo Sabres. Honestly, there was already 31 last week, so we have no arrow down. You can see I have no number beside. I should take off the arrow, to be honest with you. But again, another bad week with 0-3-0. I think now they are 11 loss or maybe 12. I don't know. I cannot count anymore. They are 0-10-2. So that's 12, I believe. It's just bad over there. They switched the coach. They have a new head coach over there. We'll see what happens. Number 30, this is a new position for the Anaheim Ducks. That's the worst of since the beginning of the year. We do the power ranking for them. They are 1-2-0. They dropped from 29 to 30. Injury. John Gibson is out. They don't have a really good season with them. And it's not a team we was expect at the beginning. They should be. But unfortunately, that's what's happening for them right now. So they are number 30 on their power ranking. Number 29, the Detroit Red Wings. Another great week. This is a back-to-back great weeks for them. 2-1-0. They've been in the bottom of the NHL power ranking from Hockey Nation Live Show since the beginning of the year. But the last 2 weeks, they go from 31 to 30 last week. Now they are 30 to 29. So we have to give credit for them, what they are doing. And they're looking better and better. So we have a better projection of the Larkin, Manta, and Ronek as a defenseman. Number 28, this is a bad weeks for the Sharks. And 4 game, they are 0-3-1. They lost a close game, but, they dropped for 25 to 28 this week. And it's another team they struggle, to be honest with you. They never find the groove to go all the way and to become more consistent since the beginning of the year. And number 27, we have to go with Ottawa Senator. We dropped them for 1 spot. Now, they did not win. They have only 2 games last week. There was the 4 days off of the season. And the last bowl game, again, the Vancouver Canucks by a score of 3-2 and OT. And I believe that maybe one is OT, one is a shootout, but they dropped for 1 position. But still, it's a team surprise all the time. And, they have a lot of young players with a lot of skill and talent. I can wait them to see them in the next 2-3 years. The number 26, the Nashville, they have a good week, maybe the best week of the season for them, 3-1-0. They jumped a 2 spot, 28 to 26. They beat, Dallas, Florida Panthers last week, and Tampa Bay Lightning. So we have to give them credit. And they do this without Uzi and Ellis over there. So and Duchesne. So that's pretty good. Number 25, the New Jersey Devils. They jump at also the 2, 3-1-0. Another good week for them. Finally, they beat the Boston Bruins and they beat also the Pittsburgh Penguins last week. And overall, in 4 games, I think they did pretty good. Edgewood is getting good on between the pipes for the New Jersey Devils. Of course, Blackwood is not too bad the last couple of games. So good job for the New Jersey Devil this week. The Coyotes, for at least 2 weeks, I can recall it. They struggle. This week it's a 1-1-1, and I dropped them for 22 to 24. They've been at the first row, around 19 at some point this year, but this is the worst position they got as the power ranking from us this season. They really struggle, to be honest with you. I don't know what's the problem. One problem, they lost the goaltender number one, Cooper. Whatsoever Renta do well, but not good enough to give more W for the Coyotes. Number 23, the Lessons King, 2-1-0. Good weeks last week. They go from 24-23. The last one game against the Colorado Avalanche, where they are really strong and on fire right now. But overall, the King did a pretty good, and they are the best position of the year so far. Number 23 by us. Number 22, the New York Rangers, 2-1-1. Good weeks overall. Just recall that game of 9-0. They beat the Flyers this week. They lost again the Flyers and OT, and they lost also again the Washington Capitals, but they beat them also this week. So again, play again two strong team in the East Division, and to get 2-1-1, I believe is good for the New York Rangers. So we put them this week, number 22. Number 21, this is a team struggle right now. They are at the position right now, maybe be out of the playoff contender on the Central Division. The last 2 weeks, it's really bad, to be honest with you, with them. They are 0-3-0 this week, last week, and it's not going to be easy. The next 5 games, they play again 2 times. Carolina Hurricanes 1 time. The Florida Panthers. So not going to be easy for them, and they have to find a way to get better for sure. The Dallas Star again dropped from 19 to 20. Listen, this is not going to be better. I don't think so. Inconsistency. 1-1-2 last week. They get 5 points. You go 4 points and 500. They play, but that's not good enough. They want to play to be in the playoff. They find injuries after injuries they got. It's not an excuse, but I don't think so. They're going to make the playoff, to be honest with you. For the Dallas. 19, very good weeks last week. It was the day off of 4 days week. They got 2-0-0. They beat 2 times the Carolina Hurricanes, both and OT. So good performance for the Columbus last week. And now they just reached the Chicago Blackhawks for the 4th position. So it'll be interesting what happened. But we have to give credit for the John Tortorella to put the team back on the track. And now we jumped them from 21 to 19. The Calgary Flames, I dropped them for 1 position. They lose. They win 2. They lose 2. They beat, the Toronto Maple Leafs 1 time. They lose also again them 1 time. Same situation with Edmonton Oilers. Overall, it's not too bad. It's too strong. The best 2 team in the North Division at that moment. But again, I don't think so. It's enough to jump in the top 16 at that moment for the Calgary Flames. We need to see a little bit better for them. This is one of the best team in NHL at that moment for the last 2 weeks. They are like 7-3-0 the last 10 game, and they are again another great weeks 3-0-1. Honestly, they have 7-2-1. The Vancouver Canucks and Demko have an amazing, great month of March, to be honest with you. With Vasilevsky for the Tampa Bay Lightning, we have to give him credit for what Demko does right now for the Canucks, and that's the reason why they are at that moment have a lot of success. So they are back and maybe on the race for the playoff. The only problem they have right now, they have more games like anybody else with at least 4 over Montreal. That may be hurt at some point. They still play without Peterson, and now they lost also Tanner Pearson at the beginning of the week. So we'll see how they're going to react, how they're going to play the next couple of games. They play tonight again at Winnipeg Jet, by the way. Number 16, the Philadelphia Flyers. Oh, they are not great, to be honest. You drop again too low down. The Flyers struggle more and more. Last 9-0 is 6-1 this week, and they beat the Rangers 5-4 in OT. And inconsistency with the goaltender. They struggle. Carter Hart have a really bad year, and Elliott was good at some point, but now he struggled like the team. And I'm not sure that team was going to be. Not sure they can make the playoff. At least they get a good run at some point. The St. Blues stay at the number 15 last week. Not too bad. 2-1-0. The team need to get a little bit more back with it. They are hurt also with injuries. all the time. So hopefully those injuries, we heard like Thomas should be back tonight, so it'll be helping them. And they signed also the goaltender Bennington for a 6-year contract at $6 million per year for the $36 million. Montreal jumped to 2. They have 2-0-2 last week, not too bad. Game they should maybe win one of the two and OT. That would be better week, but at overall, I think they did pretty good. Beat the Vancouver Canucks, and also they beat the Winnipeg Jets, and they lose in OT against both teams. So I think overall, the problem they get now for that this week, they play against Edmonton Oilers 3 times, and they lost the best offensive player they have with the most goal. Tyler Toffoli is going to be out at least for a minimum 1 week. The Minnesota Wild have a very bad week. To be honest with you, they lost yesterday again. Colorado 6-0. They are 1-2-0 last week. I dropped them from 11 to 13. It's happened. They play better what I was expecting, to be honest with you, and we'll see how they're going to react now again other team. But will be Cahoon, the rookie goaltender, doing very well over there. Dalbot also doing well. The Boston Bruins finally got a better week, a 2-1-0. They lost again in New Jersey Devils, but they find a way to get 2W this week. So they jump from 13 to 12. It's another team like Philadelphia. They need to be on the good stretch if they want to make the playoff. That's what they're going to battle for the spot number 4, I believe, for the East Division, to be honest with you. So we'll see what happens. They're still missing the goaltender Rask for the last couple of weeks. The Florida Panthers with 2-0. And I jumped them first because they lost again the Tampa Bay Lightnings yesterday. A very strong game, but not good enough to win. And they beat Nashville, and they lost again Nashville too. And I believe they beat someone else too at the beginning of the weeks. I cannot recall it. I think Chicago. Whatsoever it is, they are 2-2. I jumped from 12 to 11. They still at the top 2 of the Central Division battle with Carolina and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Number 10, bad weeks for the Winnipeg Jets. They win only game against Montreal and OT, and they lost 1 time against them. They lost also 2 games against the Edmonton Oilers, and I dropped them from 8 to 10 this week, and now they are number 3 in the North Division. And I think the game they lost against Edmonton twice, I will hurt them on the standing for sure. So we'll see what's happening for the next couple of games. I'm not worried about that. They're going to make the playoff. Number 9, the Pittsburgh Penguins. They play 5 games. We know our power ranking is from Sunday to Saturday. We do differently because I believe it's the best way to do that. And they play 5 games last week, and they finally get out with a 500, to be honest with you. And but again, they play again a good team. And I jumped them from 10 to 9. They are 3rd in the East Division. And it's another team battle with other team for sure for the race for the playoff. Number 8, the Carolina Hurricanes have a bad week last week. That's not happened a lot for them. They lost 2 games in OT again, Columbus Blue Jackets. And they lost 1 game, I believe, against Tampa Bay, if I can recall it properly. And I dropped them from 6 to 8. And that's what they should be. I really believe they should be between 7 to 10 at the end of the year. I don't see them as top 6. Could be close to 6 if they finish second in the Central Division. But I think that's what I see them, to be honest with you. Toronto, I did not move them. They play only 2 games last week. They have another weeks off. And they beat the Calgary Flames, and they lost again the Calgary Flames. It was Friday, Saturday, I believe. So they have a back-to-back game against them. And I don't see them higher or lower right now. We have to give them a little bit more game, and they are, a stretch where they have to find a way to win better. This is maybe one of the best team of the weeks. Also, the Edmonton Oilers have 3-1-0. Great weeks for them. McDavid is 60 points right now. Tressel at 50. This team is unbelievable on the offensive side. One Smith or Koskinen, anyway, I'm sorry about that, are at that team, almost impossible to lose the game. So good performance for Oilers this week, 3-1-0. They beat the Winnipeg Jets twice at some point. The number 5, they dropped a 4. They was our best power ranking number 1 last week, and they have a really bad week, 1-2-0. And the reason they dropped the 4 is not because they play so bad, it's because other team in front of them look at who they are. They have a better record, and that's what it should be. The New York Islanders between 4 to 7 max. I think they should finish this at that position. And right now they battle again that team, the Washington Capitals. They are 3-1-0. They beat the New York Islanders last week, and they are number 1 right now. And that's the reason I believe that should be that way. I think the Washington will be first. Islanders going to battle with 2 and 3rd at some point. So it'll be very interesting about that. But Washington have a great week last week. Samsonov is getting better and better, more in shape, and I think that will help a lot of Washington Capitals. Now they have 2 great goaltender, Vanecek and Washington and Samsonov. Number 3, Colorado Avalanche, another great week. 3, they win the last 6 games. Gruber is unbelievable. He was the first star of the weeks for the NHL. McKinnon is back with 9 points last 5 games. Retina, I believe, have 17 points in 10 games. This team is on fire right now, and not be surprised in the next maybe 1 or 2 more weeks they will be at the top of our power ranking. Number 2, the Vegas Golden Knight. They have a great week, 3-1-0 this week. They lost yesterday, but overall they have a good week. Stone Paturity have an amazing, great weeks for the Golden Knight, and they find a way to tie, win the game by 1 goal all the time. Fleury have a good weeks overall, and they deserve to be number 2 in our power ranking. Finally, the number 1 power ranking, week number 9 for the Hockey Nation live show. They are Tampa Bay Lightnings. Another great week. They played 5 games last week. They are 4-1-0. They beat the Florida Panthers yesterday. We have to give them credit for what they do. They do this without Kucherov. Stamkos produced, but every game it's always a new players perform the best level, another level. Yesterday Johnson again, the Florida. Before that was Gord, and then after that was Killorn, and it's one after one. It's just amazing what the Tampa Bay Lightning have an amazing, great year this year. So we have to give him credit for the head coach John Cooper. To be honest with you, look, this is conclude our power ranking Hockey Nation live show for week number 9. And please, below this video, give us your power ranking. Give us your comments. Tell me, Coach, you was wrong. My team should be at that position. My team should be higher, Coach. Talk to me. Tell me what you think about my power ranking. And don't forget also to subscribe to our YouTube channel and a Facebook page under Hockey Nation Live. Show a like what we like to do at the end of each video. And you know what's coming, because now you may be more a regular or video. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great week, everybody. Bonne semaine, mes amis.